Dear students, good morning. Students who are in the online, am I audible? Okay. So now let's start the discussion. I hope in the previous class, we already understood the advantages of ND array over traditional Python list and what are the differences between ND array and a list and what is the use of using ND array and how to install NumPy module and how to import NumPy module, how to find the version of it. Already we did, right? And we already started in the class number of approaches to create an object of what? ND array. So last class, already I shown you differences, installation, history and everything. I hope you got the notes also. Now I'm going to move to the further. So how many number of approaches are there? First, a very, very important number of, not only 10, more than that also will be there. And as early, as much as possible, if you say, it will be giving much knowledge on you. Okay. So many things I'll tell you students in the, during this entire thing, we'll send you this. Right. Rupa, please send the notes link, sir. So link I don't send, I will send the notes in the link. So link admins will send, take care about that. So students, now take care of, coming to the point of it, ND array and always be perfect in ND array. What is an ND array? If somebody asks you, please read out that. ND array is one of the predefined class. ND array is one of the predefined class whose object is used to store one-dimensional data, two-dimensional data, and three-dimensional data. Sit there only. Don't distract the students. Right, sit down now. Today you sit down. But tomorrow onwards, don't try to sit in the middle or in the some place. Sit in the last. So here, coming to the point of it, how many approaches are there to create an object? Just for my satisfaction, read out all of you. Array of a range of linspace, zeros of, ones of, full of, identity of, I of, H stack, V stack of, and in NumPy module, there is another module called random. In the random module, again what? Random, rand of, uniform of, random, normal of, shuffle of. I'll be going for that. So first we'll go for what? Array of. We are going to discuss about what is array of. Shall we start now? Array of we are going to discuss. So now I'm going to start about array of. Very, very important students. Not a difficult and it is very simple. Provided we must know Python perfectly. Otherwise, you will be getting some difficulty. There is no doubt in that. Now I'm going to start with what is the use of this array of. Now I'm going to talk about the syntax. The syntax of this array is, see, learning Python is nothing but learning about functions in the modules. If you come up with that intention, then you can learn like anything. Data science, no, anything you can learn, you will easily learn it. You start learning data science, you just feel like it's very simple for you because you're already good in programming of my Python classes. So here I'm going to write variable name is equal to array of is a predefined function present in which module? NumPy module. I will write students NumPy dot array of. Now I'm going to take some parameters inside of that. Right? What are the type it is taking? Object. Don't worry about that object. I'll explain. Next is called what you know. It is going to take a D type. It is taking D type. D type. This part I want to explain it. Let me start with what is the meaning of this array. First, why this function is used for. This function is used for, this function is used for, this function is used for converting traditional Python objects, traditional Python objects into what? ND array object of NumPy. ND array object. Do you know the importance of ND array in our class? What is the use of ND array? I already said in the class. What are the advantages of ND array? That is called advantages of NumPy. So this is a gunshot question, students. Any person who is appearing for an interviews, compulsory question, why NumPy is used, or in other way, what is the use of ND array? I said some number of advantages with the coding examples I shown, and that coding examples plus the today onwards, I will be sending the examples also to you, because first day we are entering into the coding. Already I shown you the coding, that will be repeated with the detailed discussion now. So here, what this array is doing, converting the Python traditional objects into what? ND array. What is this Python traditional objects? Always keep in mind, heart for Python programming is data types. Data types. 14 data types are there. If you are already expert, this is nothing for you. It's just like a data types only it look like. Now I'm going to using this Python traditional objects. So I'm going to give you lot of examples here. Always prefer more examples in the class. Now I'm going to discuss with this Python traditional objects. I'll create what 1D, I'll create 2D, I'll create what ND, ND I want to create. If possible, I will also create what 0D also, 0D. Actually 0 dimensional is not there. From unidimensional onwards, it will start. Uni means what? 1 dimensional. 2D later, next is called what? ND. So now I want to go for executing this explanation through what? An IDE, which is I said yesterday, Jupyter Notebook. Have you installed it, ma? Everybody installed? Right. So boys in the back, installed? Installed. Boys, that backside boys, installed. Don't say like that. Speak out. Breakfast completed, huh? Then speak more clearly. I will ask girls, installed, ma? Like that. Boys, installed, huh? Like that. అంటే అట్లా కాదు, వీళ్ళలాగా చెప్పాలి. ఇన్స్టాల్డ్ లైక్ దట్. మరి అంత సాఫ్ట్ కాదు, బాయ్ బాయ్ లాగా ఉండాలి. ఇన్స్టాల్డ్ like that. Okay, students, let us go to the Jupyter Notebook. You know how to go for it. All apps, Anaconda here, of course in the beginning only. Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. This is the one. I'm just opening it. This is called the console is opening. It's called kernel is to open it. Internally, it will start the background part. So like your, when you are learning Django like a server, it will start. Once the server is starting, it will be opening the browser, localhost 8080 you will take there and you will run your applications. Now here it is going to open something like a browser based IDE. There I am going to talk about it. Now students, carefully try to follow. Choose what? New. Choose new. See students, choose new. Python 3. So IPY kernel. So in that place, I am going to run my applications. Are you following me? So now let us students, this is called a browser based IDE. So I'm going to talk about, now I'm going to talk about approaches to create an object of what? ND array for storing the data, This is I'm using for giving you a PDF file. I will give you from this example for what? ND array, for NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. I'll give PDFs. The examples will come in PDF format. Okay, na? Right. Look at students. Now I'm going to use first time this NumPy module. Do you know how to import NumPy module? NumPy module is a predefined third party. Third party. Is this necessary to import in Jupyter Notebook? Not necessary. Because Jupyter Notebook already provided by whom? Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. That is nothing but having lot of modules. Yesterday only I shown you, na? Right. For my satisfaction, all of you try to answer my question. Why do you use NumPy? Excellent. All girls are saying. Of course, 2 or 3 girls are saying. NumPy module is used for array-based computing plus complex mathematical calculations. Right or not? So you need to tell that answer. Daily I will ask the question because that question only will come first question in the interview. What is the use of NumPy? If you don't tell the NumPy purpose, they will understand you are waste. Boys especially. Say all of you, what is the use of NumPy? To store array-based computing and to perform complex mathematical operations. Even if I look at you outside of the class, when I am going and coming, when I look at you, I will call here, what is the use of NumPy? If you don't answer it, I will say next class, back to door. Compulsory. Be careful. Come to the point back. Import. Come on, students, everybody. NumPy as NP. What is this NP called? Alias name. Good. Now see, students, careful. Our syntax you see, our syntax you see. This syntax I will try to bring it. I'll try to bring it here. Right. It is for what? Commenting line. Commenting line. Now I'm going to take up A is equal to 100. What is the type of A? Int type. That I am converting into what type now? End array. End array. A is equal to np dot array of B. I am going to write it. np dot array of B. Possible or not possible? Come on, it is an int object. Int object on traditional Python. I am converting into which type? End array object. Possible or not possible? So how do you run it? You can click on run or you can shift enter. Shift enter. So possible. Possible. Dear students, carefully try to, because I am entering purely into the subject now. Then what is this A is called? Here A is called object of what? End array. Here A is called, I'll write a comment also. A is called an object of what? End array. End array. If I print that now, A comma type of A. If I write A comma type of A, 100 is printed. If I just write A also, just A without print statement and all, if I just say print, it is going to print. You look at the word called what? Array. Spell out array of what? 100. 100. The more you spell out, you can learn very well. If you just sit like a statue, you will get problem, I am saying, because it's the most useful for you nowadays, students. Now, take care. Now I am going to take up. I want to work out what type of array it is. What type of array it is? Come on. What type of array it is? 1D array. Arrays are of how many types? 3 types. Number 1, one-dimensional, two-dimensional, n-dimensional. N-dimensional. This is called which dimension? Good. That is a wrong answer. By default, it is not going to contain any dimensions. It is not going to contain any dimensions. Dimension is nothing but axis. A-X-E-S. Spell out. Yes. Axis is different from axis. I will explain in the matplotlib. From here onwards, I will apply x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Axis is different from axis. Axis contains axis. Axis does not contain axis. That you keep it out because you are already out of English. So first you follow me. Slowly I will inject the mind. That's what I'm saying. Carefully follow. What is this A? Is containing in the ND array object. In the ND array object A, it contains some attributes are there, students. It contains some attributes. What are the attributes are containing? As I said in our Python class, slowly I will take it because all students of other batch students also important for me. 2 plus 3j is called which object? Complex object. In order to get this real part and imaginary part, I am writing a dot real. A dot imag. These are called what? Attributes present in the complex object. In our complex data type, these are called attributes. Similar manner, today A is called what? Object of what? ND array. In that ND array object, there are some attributes are there. The attributes are ndim. NDIM, like real and imaginary, there is a data member called what? Attribute called NDIM. One more is called what? Shape. Come on, what is that? Shape. Shape. There is one more attribute is called D type. D type. Spell out. There is one more thing called what? Size. Spell out. These are the fixed things. Tell me for my satisfaction, how many attributes are there in ND array? For number one, NDIM, shape, D type, size. NDIM will give you the dimension of my ND array. That can be 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension, n dimension, 4 dimensions, anything. Shape will give you the number of elements which are present in one dimensional or order of the n dimension. That is a 2 by 3 matrix or 3 by 2 matrix or 3 by 3 matrix or that will come. I will explain it. There is a little confusion is there for the students related to NDIM and shape. I will give you. D type will give you is a very one of the important point. D type is stands for what? Data type. That will give you always internal data type of C language. As you know, students, NumPy module was developed in where C language for fastness and for comfortability is concerned, they used what? Python. So D type will give you always internal data types of C language. Internal data types of C language means what are the data type of C language? And C language not necessary, just basic int. The int data type actually used as what? Internally int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64, int 64. If you remember in my bitwise operators of my Python language, 8-bit register, 16-bit register, 32-bit register, 64-bit register. I explained the bit configuration in my bitwise operators. Majority of the people are not aware of it, bitwise operators, but I was already explained to you. So this 8-bit register represents what? Only 8-bit of data can be stored. 16-bit can be stored. 32-bit can be stored. 64 can be stored. This is nothing but what? Storage capacity of our integer data. Did you understand, students? Now, students, now I am trying to apply print of what? A dot what? NDIM. Since only one element is containing any sort of int type, float type, bool type, and next is called a complex type, and just str also. These are all containing what? Single value will be there. In this place, what will be there, ma? Single value will be there. If I convert these kind of things into which object? ND array object whose dimension is called 0 dimension. Generally, student will be expecting 1 dimension, which is not correct. This question is generally asking in MCQs. 100% question it is. Look at that. It is going to give you what? 0. Are you following, guys? Once again, int type, float type, bool type, complex type, str types when I am converting into which type? Which type? Into ND array whose dimension is called? Because single value only will be there. There is no dimension for it. No index is required to access. Single value directly I can access. Now at the same time, students, print of A dot shape. What is a shape? Shape is an attribute. See how I am writing A dot NDIM, A dot shape. What is that now? Attributes. What is a shape? 0 dimension. What is a shape? 0 now. 0 dimension. What is a shape? No shape. 0 dimension. What is a shape? No shape. No shape means what? No shape means what? Like that. None kaadu Madhubabu. None is different from what? None is not a 0. None is not a space. None is not a false. None is not empty. None is none only. I already explained none data type. This is going to give you this type of empty tuple is going to come. Empty tuple is going to come. What is this now? A dot. Correct it. Again you run it. Again you correct it. See that answer. Are you following me? What is the shape of this 0 dimension? Empty tuple. Spell out. Already you know it is an empty tuple now. Yes, in our Python classes, that is called empty tuple. Empty tuple. Look at, see students, because my students knows already these points. For others, I'm showing this. It's called like that. Print of what? X comma type of X. X comma type of X. It is a tuple. Empty tuple it is. Right, students? Be careful. Now I'm going to write it. Print of what? Print of what? A dot what? Size. A dot size. What is the size? What is that size? One element is there. Are you getting? Size is saying what? One element is there. Next, print of what? A dot what? D type. It is going to give you, depends on my system configuration, 32-bit register, 32-bit register or 64-bit register, what type of registers you have, that will be coming. Either int 16, int 32, int 64, that range will come. Int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. See that whatever is coming, that is int 32. I never bother about int 32, int 64. I never bother about it because we never worry about this data type. I just bother about int data type of Python. It is giving internal data type, but as a Python programmer, free to use which data type? Python data types only. Are you following, my dear students? How many attributes are there in ND array? 4. Please spell out all of you. Ndim, shape, size, right. Be perfect. Don't forget. Next, I'm going to take up one more small thing. Like that, when I'm converting the fundamental data types into what? ND array, it is going to contain 0 dimension, empty shape, and one element, and a D type is called int 32, something like this in the case of integers. Similarly, my dear students, float. Now I'm taking here B is equal to what? Something like 2.3. A is equal to np dot array of B. B, I'm going to write it. Print of A. Now I'm taking here print of A comma what? Type of A. Now I'm taking here A dot what? Ndim. If you want, you can write it here. Dimension. I'm going to write it. Print of what you know. Come on. Shape is equal to, what is this now? A dot shape. A dot shape. Print of what? Size is equal to comma what? A dot size. Next is called print of D type. Data type. Data type. Internal data type. Internal data type is equal to what? Comma A dot what? D type. My dear students, please look at the output of that. 2.3 is ND array, dimension is 0, shape is nothing, size is 1. Internal data type is called float 64. Float 64. Float 64. Come here. Sleeping. Please let me explain NumPy. If you sleep now, problem. Listen. So here called what? Float 64. Come to the point next. Next, like that, I will go for what? Complex also, bool also going to be the same answer will be coming. So students, next I am going to introduce, last and final I want to say, 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j, I just want 2.3.2 plus 3.5j. What is the type of that? You know, it is a complex type. Here I am writing b comma b is equal to, and its type is equal to Python syntaxes dot format of b comma type of b converted into what? ND array. See that type of this is what? Complex. And see that everything converted. Complex 128 is taking. What is the complex 128? Internal data type of C. In C language, there is no complex data type. Actually, officially, they did not. But internally, they took it as what? Complex 128. Last and final, be careful. Now I'm going to take it. I'm taking here called Python. Be careful. What is the value of B printed? Python. What is the value of B here? str. Is str, you know, how very big explanation I gave you. And it is converted into what? ND array. And a D type. Very, very careful. It is going to show you Unicode representation less than U. less than u, important. He won't get it array of characters. There is no str data type directly in where C language. It is saying less than u, and how many letters are there here? How many letters? That letter numbers, number of letters will come followed by u. Please look at that carefully. Come on, what is the type? Python. Which type? str. And what is this now? Python end array. Dimension 0. Shape is that 1. What is this now? U6. U6. If I have 10 letters, U10. U10. What is that U10? Unicode representation of str data type in C language. Tell me what are the internal data type of C language for your awareness? Int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64. That is called int category. Next, float related, same. Float 8, float 16, float 32, float 64. Next what? Complex 8, complex same. Complex 64, complex 128 is also there. Why? Real part plus what? Real part is a float. Imaginary part also float. Float 64, float 64. 64 plus 64 is 128. That is the logic behind that. You know, already in my class, I said the type of real part and imaginary parts are what? Float. Understand, students? Now, as far as the string is concerned, you must be careful enough this. Understand, students? Well, are you following, students, now? Students in online, are you able to follow me? Students in online, please respond it. Now I am entering into, this is comes under what I used so far. What I used, object I am using. Please see that. Object is what actually, yesterday only I said, it is one of the super class for all the classes in Python. Int type, float type, bool type, all of them are classes in Python. For all the classes in Python is called what? Object. If any, this is going to be there in beginning of the Python classes only, must have this knowledge. In simple word, child 1, child 2, child n number of childs are belongs to one parent. So parent is called what? Super class for all these subclasses. So this object can be any type. This object can be any type. All the data types in Python are the subdata types of what? Object. This point you have to clear. So in Python, we deal with what? Every type in what type? Object type. Because every type is what type? Object type. Your type is boys type, girls type, teacher type. But internally, everything is called what? Object type only. Myself, yourself, and every type is called object type only. Did you catch that generalized object type? Yes. Now I am talking about D type also. I want to go for it. D type also. And let me move to the further one more way. So what I converted? What I converted traditional Python objects into float, bool up to what? str. Now I am going to take it. Byte array you can take it. Bytes also you can take it. That is not the scenario now. Let it leave that and go to which data type? Range data type I am going to take it. And bytes and byte array is meant for implementation of end-to-end encryption like our WhatsApp things, which I used to explain in the network programming, socket programming, charting applications also used to explain in the network programming. Those who are already completed, you know what is the charting applications I explained. Those who are under the process of still going on the Python classes, I used to explain in the networking. Now I'm going to take it. Next one is called what? Range data type I am going to explain. Are you able to follow, students? Now I am going to introduce the sequence category data types I am entering. Which data type I am taking? Range. Range. Shall I go for range? R is equal to range of what? You know, range is containing three varieties of syntaxes. Today I am writing something like 0 to 8. 0 to 8. What it is going to give you? 0 to 7. If I write 0 to 9, what will come? 0 to 9 minus 1. If I write 10, what will come? Very good. This is called one syntax. Suppose if I write 0 to 6, 0 to 7, if I write it, what is an output, ma'am? Print of R comma type of R. These are all those things my actual Python students will get a boring because these are already explained like anything. But for this, I'm giving some small help I'm doing for other batch students. This is called 0 to 7. How do you print this now? For value in R, For value in R, print of value comma end is equal to some backslash t. Some backslash t. 0 to 6 is done. This is for other batch students. I'm saying for one small help, I'm doing it. For a few 1 minute, I will help them. Next is called directly. One more syntax for value in range of directly what? 10 comma what? Something like, 21 I'm writing, 21. This is another syntax. Range of value, range of what? Start comma stop. It will give you start to stop -1. It is going to give you what, students? Value comma end is equal to backslash t. End is equal to backslash t. Yes, I will do it. Don't exit, okay? See the answers. So 10, because I am typing, speaking, who is sleeping, and so many multi-threading I am applying. So you are doing just like an official and then watching the system. So faculty job is very tension job. So, but I like it. Come to the point of it. Come on to the point of it now. So value in what? Range of what? 10 comma 21. Value is equal to what? End is equal to backslash t. Are you following me? Right. So what's this? Sairam. 7-9 is switched off. What is the course fees? My dear student, still 2 more days. Don't worry about the course fees. Matplotlib, NumPy, Pandas, don't worry about the course fees. So those who are newly attending this batch, don't worry about the course fees for 1 or 2 days. First, understand the subject. Later, we talk about the commercial part. Right now, don't worry. So, Shubham, who is there in the online? Who is there in the online? Prem, admin. This mobile number is in switch off, it seems. Well, then why to give the mobile number then? Prem, Mr. Prem, are you there? Prem, are you there? Sir, below none. Sorry. Prem is an admin. His mobile number is switched off. Switched off, and they are asking queries. He is not even responding. Prem is not responding. No, not responding. So Prem, okay, Prem is responding now. So now, switched off means don't call her. Okay, leave it. Prem, please be interact with the students. Those who are asking some queries on it, please interact. Subject I will take care. Other things you take care. You don't answer subject, I don't answer fees. Right. So now I will move to the further. That's all now. Everybody has to do their own job. So system will run perfectly. Student has to read the notes. Teacher has to teach the subject. Admin has to respond to the queries of non-technical. Okay. So everybody has to do their own job. Correct? Right. Now students, please let me move to the further. Students, my dear students. So now, Prem, please take care of their queries, because it is already one message is coming. That message is already you also have seen, that you take care of it, please. Now, now you are responding. 1 minute. So here you take care of that. So see this message, then take care of that. Now I will move to the further. So take care. No problem. Look at that subject. You look at, take care of that. For value is equal to range of what? 10 comma 21. 10 to what? 21 minus 1 is called 20. Now I am going to introduce the further. One more syntax I am going to say. Similarly, for value in range of, suppose I want to display something like, look at 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. What is the difference between each one? 2. So starting from where? Up to where you want? 20. So I will write to 21, comma what? 2. This is called start, stop, step. This is for this I'm helping, not to the existing students of mine. For other students, I'm just giving. So here I'm giving 10 comma 21 comma 2. Now I'm going to say print of what? Print of what? Indentation. I'll take care, students, please. Now, coming to the point of it, end is equal to what? Backslash t. See that answer. Are you able to follow? Now, such a range data type I am converting into end array. I want to take an end array with 10 to 50 even numbers. 10 to 50 even numbers I want. I want to create an object of end array with what? Even numbers. So R is equal to range of 10 comma 51 comma what? 2. 2. Are you following? That I want to print, convert into end array. A is equal to np dot array of R. np dot array of R. My dear students, converting the range data type into which type? End array. Here I am passing only object. Here I am passing only object. If I just cover in 1 minute of one by giving one answer, you cannot achieve our target to become a data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, data analyst. To become that, you need to have a strong knowledge in the coding of NumPy. That's why students come to the point of it. Now I'm going to print a comma type of a, type of a. What is that now? Observe it. Is it coming like this or not? What is this now? End array. Suppose I want to do multiples of 5 I want to print. Multiples of 5. Multiples of 5 I want to print. Come on, what is this now? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like that. What is the starting from to ending in where? 50. 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, like that it is going on coming. Is it not coming 10, 15, something like that? Following, guys? Now, such a type of object, I want to find out the index dimension, etc. Now, very much importance is going to start. Dear students, all of you, if you don't mind, I'll copy my information. I'll copy my information from here. Now I'm going to copy. Instead of typing now, you have to cooperate here and don't get tension from where sorry is copying. You type it. You don't try to do copy paste work. Dimension is equal to a dot endim. A is an object, endim is an attribute in that. What is the answer printed? Come on, answer please. Come on, don't sit quiet and come say answer, wrong answer, no problem. Answer 1D. Because more than one value is there or not? What is that now? 1D. Next shape. Shape is tuple will be coming. Be careful, tuple will come. How many elements are there, ma? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 comma will come. 9 comma. 9 comma. I said this is called what? Tuple. Tuple. Tuple it is. Empty tuple. If I write like that, what is it is called? It is called int. It is not a tuple. It is an int. I said in my basic Python classes even. If I write 10 comma, it is called a tuple. It is called a tuple. Understand, ma? Right. For the sake of the other students, A is equal to, I wrote like this. Print of what? A comma type of A. You are getting int. Now I am writing here 10 comma. You say the same thing. It is called a tuple. Even if I write 10 comma, even if see without braces also, it is also called what? A tuple. These are all these things I said in your LKG level only. Even the student who complete Python from somewhere else, they don't know what is the meaning of these things. That's why I'll cover the basic part and I will continue my actual standards. Come on, shape is what, students? Please don't mind. Come on. 9 comma, 9 comma, that's all, 9 comma. Next class, size, 9. 9. How many elements? What is the D type? What is this values I said? Tuple, okay, ma. What is these values are? Integer type or not? What is the value will be coming? See that now. Come on, what is the dimension? What is this now? 9 comma. What is this now? Which values are present in end array? Int 32. Got it or not? Next, be careful. Same to same. Same to same. I will take this array here. Same to same. Now I am going to write it. Specially today, R comma. Today I am using R comma what? D type. I am using D type. Here I am writing D type is equal to int. What is int? Our Python data type. You need not write int 32, int 14, etc. By default, it is taken as which data type in this case? Int. But I want to take it as which type? Float. Come on. What is that now? D type is equal to float. See how beautiful subject it is. I know the function name. I know the object parameter names. I don't know the order of the parameters. I will use which mechanism? Keyword arguments. What is this concept is called? Keyword arguments. Types of arguments in Python. D type is equal to, first one is called what? Positional parameter. Next, D type is equal to float. That means I am asking convert the range values into ND array object by treating every value as what? Float. Internally it is taken as a float 64. Understand? It may be little more technical, but you have to grasp it. This is very simple today when you know my Python classes in depth of it. Now see, my dear students, it is going to print ND array is not going to print 10.0, 20.0, 15.0, etc. Dot 0, it won't print. It will print 10 point, comma, 20 point, comma, 30 point. It will print like dot, it will print. Now see, students, 10 point, 15 point, something like this, it will print. And don't think that if we have 10.75, sir, it will print 10 point. No, it will print 10.75 perfectly. If it is a 10, if I am converting into float, it will print as 10 point only. Are you getting, students? Well, did you understand this now, students? Now carry the same thing once again here. Same to same answer, except instead of 32, you'll be getting as which type? Float 64. Are you getting, students? Right. Now I am going to take up one more kind of example. Last and final example I am going to give you. See, students, be careful. Now I am going to take it directly. Range of 6. Range of 6. Directly I am writing. What is this range of 6? Traditional Python object. What is this now? D type is equal to bool I am writing. Very, very important. When you go for a data scientist as a written test MCQs question, these questions are very, very popular. What is this range of 6 will give you? As a student, you have to understand 0 to what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is converted 6. Converted into 0 to 5. Converted into which type? ND array. By treating everything as what? So it is taken 0 means what? False. True, 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 true. All non-zero values are called true. Zero value is called what? False. Do you know this? So they will go for the same thing. You carry the same thing here. I'll write as this. You see, students, this part you see. Outputs also will be available immediately. SEMA, false, true, 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 etc. Are you following this? Right. Simple, huh? So we converted which object? Range object also into which type? What dimension I got it? 6 elements, size is 6. Now I am going to enter the range data type into 2D. 2D. What is the use of this array function? Converting traditional Python objects into ND array. Which type of ND array you converted so far? 1D. Now I am entering into what? 2D I am entering. Are you following, guys? Bouncing, understanding? Online students, are you following me? Are you following, students? Please respond. Yes, very good response. So now 667 students. Good. Now I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further. Now go to the place. Here I am going to introduce. Now, easy. Now I am going to take up something like this. A is equal to np dot array of range of 100 comma something like 151 comma 5 I am writing comma, that's all. I am writing something like this. Range of, directly I am writing range data type inside of array. What are the values of range will come generally, students? 100, 115, 120, 125, like that. It will come up to where? 150. Very good. Now I am going to take up same to same. Today I am going to take up dimension, etc. I am taking. Be careful, ma. Next stage is very, very important. One, totally how many elements? 11 elements. 11 elements. D type is what? Right. Now I am going to take up for my easy convenient. I will take it as what? 156 I will take it. Because I want one extra element also. How many elements? 12 elements. Okay, na? Now, if you want to print that elements, you can print. What is that printing? Content of A. Content of A is equal to A. A. So you got that content of A. End array object is created. Now today, which dimension it is, ma? 1. My requirement is they are asking to represent this data like a matrix. Matrix is also homogeneous organization only. Suppose when I go for a car showroom to buy the car, they will bring one type of matrix diagram. What is that? Type of car and the facilities which are present in the car, or the base showroom ex showroom price and on road price of different cars. Or otherwise, the banker and interest rate providing the loan for that car. Banker name and then interest rates. What is that format is called? Matrix format. Correct or not? In simple word, if you don't know, okay, you are about to buy the car after 1 year or 2 years. You have studied schooling, right or not? School timetable you take it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up to Saturday. First period, second period, third period, fourth period, like that. What is that is called? Matrix. It is called matrix. Are you following? Matrix is a collection of what? Rows and columns. Rows and columns. These values which are of one dimension, I am converting into what? 2 dimension. Now I am telling the mechanism of reshaping the data. Reshaping mechanism I am explaining because this array function will take lot of importance. Now, see students, now I am writing a comment. Now, I want to reshape the 1D array into 1D array into what? 2D array. To reshape it, to reshape the ND array object, to reshape the ND array object, we use two things, two policies I will use. These are all called, how do you reshape your ND array? Number one, we use number one, shape attribute. Shape attribute, number one. Number two, we use reshape function of ND array object. Two things we use it. Are you following? Sir, what is the syntax for shape attribute? I will write here only. Syntax for shape attribute. Shape attribute. What is the syntax? ND array object dot shape is equal to what I will write it? Rows, comma, what? That is one syntax. One syntax. Another syntax. Syntax for what? Reshape function is what you know. What you know, student? Come on. ND array object is equal to ND array object is equal to ND array object dot reshape of what? Same rows, comma, what? Columns. That's all. Now I am going to apply my example. Come on, guys. Now I am going to take up for my satisfaction. I will write it here. Again, I am writing and I will carry this content also. Content of ND array. I will write it here. Content of A. Please look into that carefully. Content of A, dimension, everything is written. Are you following, students? Now, so what is the topic here? How do you reshape the data? How many approaches are there? Two. One is by using shape attribute. One more by using reshape function. Careful. Now I am going to write it. First approach. What is the syntax? ND array object dot shape. What is its shape already? 12 comma. That means 12 elements are there. Now I am writing A dot shape. I am changing my content of the shape. The shape is already contained 12 comma. Today I am writing comma. 12 elements can be reshaped as what? 4 into 3, 3 into 4, 6 into 2, 2 into 6, 12 into 1, 1 into 12. These are the possibilities of reshaping. You cannot reshape 6 into 3. You cannot reshape into 3 into 9. You will get an error called can't reshape. Type error will be coming. Already you know type error, value error. In my class, for every error, you know the name of the error. Generally, students don't know the error name. They know only error, they will say. That is an error only. You need to know the name of the error. See, students, now I'm going to write it 4 comma 3. Is it possible to reshape it with 4 comma 3? Come on now. You print it. After reshaping, you print the content. What is the content? Same to same. My dear students, watch it. Content of A. Content of A. Now I will print just what? Print of A. Print of A. I want to print you one simple answer. Good looking output I want to print it. Good looking output I want to print it. See, my dear students, see the answer of it. I just want to print this A. See, students, how important it is. Comma, type of what? A. See that? You see that answer now. What it is going to be printed? Is it not arranging into 4 rows and 3 columns or not? Yes, 4 rows into how many columns? 3 columns. 3 columns. What is the type? ND array. What is the dimension? What is the shape? 4 comma 3. Size. Data type. Into 32. Suppose if I want to go for which data type? Float if you want. I will simply go for what? I will recreate it and immediately I will do it. I hope you are following. Now, I want to create an array of what? 16 elements I want to take it. 16 elements I want to take it. Come on. A is equal to np dot array of range of, come on, 0 to what? 16. 0 to 16, how much? Madhu, 0 to 15, how much? Hexadecimal number system I said. 0 to 9, A to F. 0 to 15, how many? 16. 0 to 16, if I write 0 to 15 will come or not? 0 to 15, how many? 0 to 15, how many? 16. 0 to 17, if you write 17 elements will come. So if you don't know that, how students? Now coming to the point back. Now coming to the point back. Now I'm going to convert into which type? ND array type. Already converted or not? Now, if I want the float values to be taken, what I will write it? D type is equal to what? Float. You need not write float 64, float 128, you need not write. You can even write within the double quotes also. Even you can write within the double quotes also. Even you can write simply like this. Even simply like this. Even you can eliminate this like this also. You can write like this also. This is the one I wrote it. Understand, students? Now I will carry the same thing. Now I will carry the same importance. If I carry the same importance, what is happening? Including shape also I will carry it. Including the shape also I will carry it. What is the, how many elements are coming? 16. But what is my things? What is an error will come? Type error. Look at that error. First you enjoy that error. What is that error? Cannot reshape the size of what? 16. What is that now? You have how many elements? You are resizing to what? There is insufficient values are overloading, over excess values are. Excess values are there. So adjust it. Go to the error place wherever it is. Go for what? 4. Now you see, press enter key. Now you are getting the data or not? 0 0.1 point etc. is coming. 16 elements are there. If you want to take it as int type only, as it is you write it. Don't write float. See, students, now go for this place. Now I'm going to get the data like this. Are you able to follow the 16 now? Now, this is comes under what? Reshaping. How many mechanisms are there to reshape? 2. One is by using shape attribute. One more by using reshape function. What you learned it? Shape. For example, I want to reshape it as what? 16, 16 now? 8 into 2 I will reshape. Tell me now. A dot shape is equal to 8 comma 2. 8 comma 2. Same to same. Same to same process I will get it. Same to same process I want to get it. I reshaped it. So we are going to get what? 8 rows and 2 columns. ND array only. 8 comma 2. 16 elements is called. Dimension is 2 only. Able to follow, students? Next, the same kind of thing. It is now printed as what? Print of A. Print of A. It is going to print the data like this. Now I want to flatten my list. Flattening. What is meant by flattening? Get into one dimension again. Flattening means what? Get it into original stage. Come on, if you are talented, you tell me. Shape is equal to 16 comma 16 comma 1. Don't write it. If you write a 16 comma 1, it is different. 16 comma 1 is different from 16 comma. Are you able to follow? So 16 comma is different from where? You see. See that. Okay, I wrote it. See that now what I'm writing. A. What is coming? 16 rows like this. Generally, you are thinking what? 16 and like this you are thinking. So what do you think Python will not do that? That only I will write it. That I'll write it. Don't worry. That also I will write it. That also. Are you following me? Now, A dot shape is equal to 1 comma 16. 1 comma 16. That I am compulsory will show you that 1 comma what? 16. 1 comma 16. Print of what here itself? A. A. Now you got it. Observe it. List in a list it is showing. List in a list. Now see, students, you try to call this information. You try to call this information and observe it. It is going to give you what? 2 dimension. It is going to give you what? 2 dimension it is going to give you. Are you following? Now, I want to go for what? Flattening the list. So, come on. A dot shape is equal to 16 comma. After doing 16 comma, you carry the same data. See, students, this is going to be 1 dimension. Did you understand the meaning of 16 comma, 1 comma, 16, etc.? Yes. Now the question in interview is what? How do you flatten the 2-dimensional array? How do you flatten the 3-dimensional array? By going forward. A dot shape is equal to total number of elements, comma, so that it will flatten the list. Are you following? There is a function is there. Ravel function is there. I'll tell you so many functions. The moment when you go to NumPy, don't speak anything. Speak about only functions. Interview will wonder how many functions you know. The more functions you are the successful person. If you don't remember any function, only remembering kilometers of theory, you will be out of order. What people are teaching outside is only theory, not giving even 1 paisa also for you. You need to have full functions. When the people who don't know Python, when I talk about these functions programming, they will get body total allergy will start. But the programming is only like this, you have to learn it. If anybody learn saying theory, don't join there. You join only with the programming. Understanding, students? Well, if you practice before coming to the class, you are number 1 in data science. There is no doubt in that. Let me move to the further. These things are used in where ML, DL, artificial intelligence you are going to come across. Take care. Now we'll move to the further. Shall I move to the further? Students in the online, are you comfortable, students? For a very few minutes, are you comfortable, students? No doubt in that? Comfortable. Offline students comfortable? Boys, chapatla. Girls, hala cheppal. Good. Now I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further. Go to next one I am going to say. Next one I am going to say. Now I am coming to list. Coming to list. Okay, 3D I want to tell. 3D. Okay, I forget to tell you one more syntax. What is the syntax? Reshape function I want to tell you. This entire example I will send to the Google Drive. PDF I will send you directly. PDF I will send you directly. Don't worry. Sir, how can we get this? I'll send you PDF. Daily I will send the notes as well as PDF. Okay, na? Now I am going to use what? Reshape I am using it. Reshape function I am going to use it. So how do you do this now? Come on now. Print of what now? A. What it is going to print? Flattening the list. Now I want to go for what? Reshaping. Now A is equal to, suppose A dot reshape of, reshape is a function present in where? End array. End array. What is A? Object of end array. If we completed whoops in my class already, if you want to learn like a deep professional, reshape is one of the instance method in the end array class. Reshape is one of the instance method in end array class. Class end array. Inside of that, there is a reshape function is there. It is a method. Function means what? Module name dot function name. Object name dot function name. It is not a function name. It is a method name. Those who don't know, oops, don't worry. You think like a function, no problem. Are you following? Right. I think you are following. Now, those who I already completed whoops, you think like a whoops manner. Those who did not complete the whoops, you think like a functional programming. So once you have very good hair on the head, you can keep the rubber band anywhere. If no hair on the head, it is like a bypass road, ring road only. And a regular dialogue I used to tell in the class. No good programming knowledge, you can do everything. If no knowledge, very 150 kilometer speed, nothing is there on that. So come to the point of it. Reshape of, come on fast. What is my number of elements? 16. What I'm writing? 4, 4. See the answer now. Array of. Is it getting or not? Think now. First list, second list, third list, fourth list. Everything is called what? One list. One list. But it is called what? Array. If I represent in a normal list, takes memory space more. If I represent in ND array, takes what? Less memory space. That's why large volumes of data must be represented in ND array object. Now students, move to the further. Move to the further. If I print my A once again, it is not showing the, it is not reflecting to A. See, A is equal to 1. A plus 1, what is the answer is coming? 2. What is the value of A now? 1 only. Generally, people will think 2. I am not writing A is equal to A plus 1. I am not doing just A plus 1. It is something like this only. It is something like this only. Now I want to modify. If I print this A, original data only coming. A is equal to what? A dot reshape of 3 comma 3 comma 4 comma what? 4. Now print of what? A. That entire content you bring it. That entire content you bring it. Already I am having some content here, students. This entire content you bring it. That you are already familiar with it. That I wrote it. Explained also. See, students, am I getting or not? Same thing here. Now you are understanding the reshape mechanism. Last and final, I am going to use it. Reshape mechanism here. Now I am going to use reshape mechanism. 4 comma 4. Now say what? Come on, 2 comma what? 8. 2 comma 8. 2 comma 8. Come on, this is the data. Are you following or not? 2 means 2 rows and then what? Yes. Clear or not clear? Well, now I want to go for 3D. 3D I am going to say. 3D means what? 3D. 1 minute. 3D is equal to what? 3 dimension. In that 3 dimension, you have number of matrices, comma. Spell out. Each matrix, number of rows, comma, number of columns. Number of matrices is called 1 dimension. Row is called another dimension. Another column is called one more dimension, which is called what? 3D. This is called 3D. 4D. Actually, 3D is a last in multimedia. 4D concept is not there so far. In the computing world, 4D not yet came. If it comes in the near future, we are going to ready to understand. Come on, what is this now? Number of clusters. Number of clusters. Spell out. Number of matrices in each cluster. Number of matrices in each cluster. Number of rows in matrix of each cluster. Number of columns of each matrix in the cluster. This is called 1, 1, 1, 1, which is called 4D. How it is using this clustering mechanism in data science level? If you take it, government decided to divide some state into mandals and then villages, something like that. District can be taken as what? Matrix. In that matrix, in one mandal, number of villages will be there or not? What is that number of mandals are called? If you take it as one matrix, all villages and then villages in one side, villages in other side will be taken as rows and columns. In number of mandals, number of villages, number of rows and columns, what that is called? Number of districts, number of mandals, number of males and females in that village is called what? Out of order. Number of districts, number of mandals, number of villages. In that village, number of males and females. 5D. That is the subject. The division of that situations in that places is called application development. How to design the business model for that? Did you understand, students? So for that cases, we'll go for 3D, 4D, etc. As on today in real time, up to 3D only there. There is no 4D, 5D things are not there. If it comes in further, you can easily understand that. Are you following, students? Fine. India contains some number of states. Number of states, each state contains number of districts. Number of districts, number of mandals. Number of mandals, number of villages. Number of villages, number of males, number of females. You can just think of it. It is called what? Matrices implementation. Matrices implementation. This is subject. If we go for one algorithm in data science, you can formulate that type of model in the industry. Understand, students? Shall I move forward? How do you do that? With a NumPy programming only. But only thing is you need to know the algorithm of that in data science. If you know, programming is my Python class only. Getting, students? Shall I move forward? Now, coming to that. So how many elements are there? 16. I have to reshape always with what? 16 elements only. Now I am going for 3D. Shall I go for 3D? Tell me for my satisfaction. Again, I will go for what? Flatten the list. How do you flatten the list? A is equal to A dot reshape of 16 comma 16 comma A 16 comma. You try to write it, mom. 16 comma. Print that A dimension everything. Am I getting one dimension or not? Yes. Now I am going to say, come on. 16 elements. Already you have done 4 into 3. 4 into 4, 8 into 2, 2 into 8, etc. You have done or not? Now in another way around, I am going for what? 2 comma 2 comma 4. 2 comma 2 comma 4. If I multiply everything, it will become what? 16. Number of matrices into number of rows into number of columns if I multiply, which is equal to total number of elements. Understand, ma? What is this 2 represents? Good. What is this 2 represents? Good. What is this one contains? Good. How many matrices? Each matrix rows, each matrix columns. This is called which dimension? 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is called what? 3 dimension. What is the shape? What is the shape? 2 comma 2 comma 4. What is the dim? 3. What is the dim? 3. What is the shape? 2 comma 2 comma 4. Beautiful. Now I am going to take up same to same. I will go for writing. Come on. A dot shape is equal to or reshape is equal to whatever it is. Come on. 2 comma 2 comma 4. In other words, I can write it A is equal to A dot reshape of 2 comma 2 comma 4. Are you able to follow, guys? After that, I will write as it is. No tension, everything more practically. So, coming to that. See, students, what is this called, mom? Here, everybody. This is one inner list, another inner list. This is called one matrix. Correct or not? This is called one list. This is called another list. This is called one matrix. Right or not? This entire thing is called what? another matrix. This is called one matrix. This is a second matrix. This is a zeroth matrix. This is a first matrix. Each one contains what? 2 rows into 4 and 2 rows into 4. How many number of matrices? How many rows? How many columns? Which is called which dimension? Shape. Number of elements? 16. Size, D type. Enter. In further, I will tell you, sir, I want to get the element called 9 and 14 and 3 and 4 I want, sir, with the indexing. I'll tell you. Indexing on 1D, indexing on 2D, indexing on 3D, indexing on 4D. Marvelous. If I take an interview, directly I will ask questions. Slicing operations on 4 dimension I will ask. Nobody will answer it. Nobody. Even in the class, half of the students will not understand. Of course, you will understand. Don't fear. You will understand. And first only I want to give you much fear to you so that the student will come with more alert. And some students are there. Today I don't understand now why to go to class. I will sleep in that. At least body will build. Are you following that? So I will make you fear first. After that, after listening, sir, very simply will say. Are you following, students? Now I'll move to the further. I'll move to the further. Who is this now joining now only or what? Next I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further. What is this dimension now? 3. I will go for next. I will go for next. Be careful. Now I am going to write here what? 4 comma 2. 4 comma what? 2. What is this now? 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2. Start this now. You are going to get it what? Change it immediately or not? So is the list is reshape possible to reshape? No. List is not possible to reshape. ND array is possible to reshape. Already said. Now coming to the point back. Now I am going to apply one more. Come on. 16 can be reshaped. This is 3-dimensional reshaped or not? Now this will be taken as 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. What is this 2? Number of clusters. Folders. Cluster. Number of clusters. No problem. Error is common. Even I also used to do mistake. You also used to do mistake. Student will do mistake. If you don't do mistake, who will do mistake? Rosam will do mistake. Huh? So don't worry. Don't worry. Come on. 2 is called what? What is this now? Number of matrices. Rows. Columns. This is called which dimension? 4. Shape. 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2. Shape. Size. 16. 16. Now go for what? 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2. Here also I will write what? 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2. My dear students, please look at. Beautiful. Now see. This part. One list. Another list. This is called one matrix. This is one list. Another list. This is called one matrix. This is called one cluster. This is called one cluster. This is one cluster. One list, another list. This is one matrix. This is one list, another list. This is one matrix. This is called what? One cluster. One cluster. And see this bracket last is called what? Total. Total. How many clusters? How many matrix each cluster? How many rows? How many columns? This is called what? 4D. 4D. Dimension 4. Size is called 2 comma 2 comma 2. Size is called what? 16. Like this. Are you following? Now, suppose I am having in the population, I want to take it. I want to take a population. Males true, females true, transgenders false, I want to keep it. How do you take it? Number of districts, number of mandals, number of villages. In the population, I want to identify during my the population counting, they will record it. Male, female, and then transgender. I'll write the code. If the gender is equal to male, true. If the gender is equal to female, it will write true. If gender is equal to transgender, I'll write false. So to find out the number of transgenders in that, so that we'll give one MPC to them to fight for the rights of that. How to write the model for that? Are you following that? So for that, I will go for what? Simply, I will go for taking the same thing I will take here. Here I am going to take up like this. I will bring my range data type once. Range data type, I want to bring it. Suppose if I bring my range data type, which is already designed here, range of something like this, or otherwise I'll write it here. In this place, I will write it. Here only I will write it. A is equal to what? NP dot array of, tell me, 0 comma what? 16. 0 comma 15, huh? 0 comma 15. Are you following, students? Range of what? 0 comma 15 comma what I am writing? Bool I am writing. Comma what I am writing, students? Bool. 15 or 16 or 16. I wrote it. Comma bool I wrote it, which is nothing but what? D type is equal to. D type is equal to. I can write within the double quotes also. So many ways are there. Keyword argument concept I am using. See, students, what I am using? False, true, 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 false, true, true. In cluster one transcender is there. In rest of the places, no transcenders are there. Are you able to follow this? So it is something like what? When I go to this now, models like this. If I use some data science algorithms, it is easy to write in the code. That's why in data science, algorithm mapping with Python NumPy, writing the coding. Very, very simple. Are you understanding, students? Right. This is comes under false, false, true. In further also I will explain. Filtering the data I will explain. Filtering. Number of approaches to filter the data of ND array. So many things I will tell you, students. This is the first thing, beginning only. Now I am entering into the further. This is about which one I said? Range I said. Similarly, list also. Come on, one more time. List I am going. Did you understand? So array function is going to build what? Used for converting any Python traditional object into what object? ND array object, which is of what type? 1D creation. You can go for what? 3D creation. Did you understand this entire thing? What is this object? So far I used it. Fundamental data type, sequence data type. Now I am coming to list, which is very easy for you. 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 50 comma 60 70 80 90. Come something like this, I will take some 15 comma 25 comma 35. Like this I took it. What is this type? What is this type, students? Type of what? LST. LST. Now convert into what? Convert LST object into ND array. Come on, first A is equal to NP dot what? Array of LST. That's all. That's all. You bring this data now. You bring the same content as it is. You can convert it. Easy for you to convert it. What the data type is taken, you see, students. List type, ND array. What is this now? Dimension 1, 12, comma, etc. Can I reshape it now? Come on, fast, quickly. A dot shape is equal to what? 4, comma 4. 4, comma 4. I will print my data. 4, comma 3. Good. If I say 4, comma 4, you will get value error. Can't resize that. 4, comma 3. Well, now I will go to the students. See, students, it is the 2 dimension 4, comma 3 size into 32. Are you getting or not? See, students, I'll go to the next part immediately. Here I am going to take up arranging into, come on, 2, comma 2, comma 3. 2, comma 2, comma 3. What dimension it is, ma? How many matrices? Each matrix dimension 2 rows and 2 columns. So beautiful. 2 rows, 2 matrices. Each one is like this. Able to follow? Now I want to flatten my list. Flattening. How do you do that? A dot shape is equal to 12 comma 12 comma 12 comma. You see that it is what happens? Okay. You just remove that. It is taken double time. You see that. Is it flattening or not? Yes. This is about what? List. You can take tuple also same. Tuple also same. So in directly, I can write like this also. Last and final, I will take it, students. Here I am going to take it. A is equal to, before that, A is equal to NP dot array of, directly I can write it. Sorry. I am writing, be careful, 10 comma 20 comma 30 40 50 60 70 80 90 15 comma 25 comma 35. I made it like this. I made it directly. I mentioned what? List. So run this. Run this. Got it or not? Similarly, I will go for what? Similarly, I will go for what? Tuple also I can take it. Tuple also I can take it. This is called a tuple here. Tuple also here I can take it. Tuple also I can take it. Use just to say tuple type also converted. Next, I want to go for what happens? Here I will take it. Yes, double equal to I said that you eliminate it. So got it or not? Now be careful. I am going to take one more here. Be careful. I am going to take up. See here. See students. Inside the tuple, I can happily write what? This is one list. This is another list. This is another list. This is another list I am taking. This is another list I am taking. You try to follow me carefully. Try to follow me carefully. What is this is called? What is this is called? List in tuples. Because the inner mechanisms you have seen in our data type, list in, dict in, list, you know, you are master in that area. I said no need to shape it that time. Why? I passed directly what? List in tuples I passed it. That itself taken as a two-dimensional. That itself taken as two-dimensional. See, this is one row, another row, another row, another row. That itself taken as which dimension? Yes. If you pass the simple objects, that is the scenario. If I pass a complex objects of Python like this combinations, that is by default taken as what? Two dimension. Able to get it? So next, these are all called what? I'll send you everything to you. Next, here I am writing what? One tuple I am taking. One tuple I am taking. One tuple I am taking. One more tuple I am taking. What is the combination here, students? Come on, everybody. Tuple in tuple, list in tuple. So total, everything mixing together. Is it coming or not? Everything treated as what? End array. Confusing? Understanding? The reason behind of understanding NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib is more easily is due to what? Strong basics and programming knowledge in Python. If we don't know this concept, na, all of a sudden why this is coming? This you have to learn in Python level. So CH, who is this now? Parvati. So confused. Yeah, confused if we don't know Python. For my students, it is going to be dead easy. Because prerequisite for learning NumPy is strong knowledge in Python. Done. Next up, I'm entering into one more. What is the next? Set. Set. Look at. S1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. 60. Like this. What is S1? Print of what? S1. Type of what? S1. Type of S1. What is the type? Set. Set. Here, I'm going to run this. And set never displays in where? Order. Already we discussed. Set never come in the same order. It will come in different order. Why it will come different order? I gave the explanation for you in the Python only. It will come in different order. Are you following? Set never maintains order because any one of the possibility of elements will be displayed. Is a Python concept. Now coming to convert into what? End array. NP dot array of S1. S1. Now tell me print of A comma type of A. Possible or not possible? Come on. Good. Possible. Okay. What is the dimension? What is the dimension? One dimension. What is the size? 6. What is the shape? 6 comma. 6 comma. Whatever you answered, that is the wrong answer. What are all you answered very nicely, that is the wrong answer. Now I am going to show you. That's why this Python class is very important. Why this is going to be? Why this is going to be? Now I am printing type of A. As it is, I am printing. Dimension is called what? 0. Why? Because set never maintains order. There is no access capability, no indexing maintaining. No index means no dimension. Set never maintains indexing. Already you know in my Python classes. Because order of elements is not there. That's why no index. No index means no dimension. No dimension means what is the dimension? Endim, 0. Shape, empty double. Size, see, size is 1. What is the dimension? Shape, empty. What is the size? That entire elements will be taken as 1. Generally, every student will say number of elements only. That's why strictly I am saying that set never maintains indexing. Set never maintains the order. That's why it is taken as 0 index, because total element is taken as 1 only. నేను ఒక print చేస్తాను చూడండి ఒకసారి. Everything is taken as a single element only. It is not treated as int. What is the type? Are you following this? Very, very important. Set properties already explained in Python. Number of functions inside the set also I said. Almost 13 to 14 functions I said. If any other students don't know, don't think that sir is not explaining that function. That is a Python basics. Generally, people can't touch that, but they have to touch it. Are you following me? Now, go to the next part of it. Now I'll go to what next? Frozen set also same. No dimension, nothing is there. Next, I'm going to dictionary. Shall I? Look at D1 is equal to 10 colon Python, 10 colon Python, 10 colon Python, 20 colon what? Java, 30 colon what you know? HTML, 40 colon Django. Print of what? D1, comma what? Type of D1. It is called what? Dictionary. Are you getting or not? Now, I want to convert into which type? ND array type. Come on, convert. NP dot array of D1. Valid or invalid? Huh? Valid or invalid? Quickly. Valid. So, A only. So, A. So, here A. Type it as A. Now it is valid. What is the type? ND array. See, fundamental data types convert, sequence type you can convert, list type you can convert, set type you can convert, dicta type also you can convert. Now I am going to say, asking the beautiful question, coming a very big question on you. Come on to the point. A and type of A, same thing. What is the dimension? Come on. 0. No, question mark, exclamation, 0. Because dictionary never maintains indexing. 0 index, first index, no. Because the keys itself acting as what? Index is there. That's why dict also never contains indexing. No indexing, no dimension. Shape, empty double. Dim, waste, dim, 0. Shape, empty double. Size, that's all. D type, object. D type object. Beautiful. 0. Shape, D type object. Why object? Because I have same type, different type, every type. Internally Python treated as what? Object type. This is subject. You ask any person, what is the dimension? They will say 10 Python 1, 20 Java 1, 30 Java, like this. They will say 3 dimension, 4 dimension, something they will say, because they don't have the dimension and shape. Subject is important. This concept is coming from your Python. Python dictionary does not maintain indexing. Already explained, Arun. How many functions I said? Dictionary insert to list in dictionary, set in dictionary, so many things in Python. Are you getting? So this is today you understood. Tell me, what is the significance of this entire thing? It is used to convert Python traditional objects into ND array. Tell me now, for my satisfaction, fundamental data type converted into ND array. Dimension 0. Shape empty. Size is called what? 1. D type changes depends on that. Come to what? byte array, range and etc. Dimension will be there. 2D I can convert, ND I can convert. List tuple I can convert it into ND array. Dimension will be there, shape will be there, size will be there. When you come to set to frozen set and dict, no dimension, no shape, size is 1. This is the conclusion. See that. This is called what? See how this is. This I can, if you want, I can discuss that array like anybody. Like what? In 1 minute, array used to convert the Python object into ND array. If I say, if I go to an interview, I will ask which question? I'll convert the dictionary into what? ND array. I will ask dimension. Compulsory. Will the answer wrong or not? You go with this answer. Any question you can answer like anything. Correct or not, students? Right. See, next what? A range, lin space, like that we are going to. Once you understand this now, other things are dead easy for you, not a difficult. Okay, now students, almost I explained the first function is almost 1 hour 35 minutes I explained. Understand? So tomorrow class is what? Arrange, A range. What is that A stands for? Array range. So you read what range data type you read and come to the class so that you will follow. Okay, now? So shall we stop the class? Is today's class is understandable? Will you practice it? So now I am going to send you this PDF. This PDF I will send you. That notes description I will send you. Okay? Right, students. Thank you. All the best. Students who are in the online. Baba Wali. Good
morning, sir.
Baba Wali.
Sir,
My dear student. Tell me.
సార్ ఇక్కడ మనం సెట్ కి డిక్ట్ కి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ ఇవ్వలేదు, అది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ అని వచ్చింది ఎలా సార్? ఇది
What ma?
సెట్ డేటా టైప్ కి డిక్ట్ డేటా టైప్ కి మన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఇవ్వలేదు, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ డేటా టైప్.
Object
డేటా
by
టైప్
default
ఇవ్వలేదు.
by default it తీసుకుంటుంది కదా, because we are using different type of values kada.
సార్,
So it will be taken as object.
మనం డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ఇస్తే అది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ టైప్ కింద
By default it
తీసుకుంటుంది.
will be considered as object only.
యా, ఓకే సార్.
Right. Any more doubts, my dear students? Any more doubts? Dear students, any more doubts you have? I am ready to clarify your doubts. Priyadarshini, already the admin number has given ma. Priyadarshini, already admin number has given. Please contact him. Please contact him once so that they will give you. Priya saying that I called him but not getting any details. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, లింక్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఓపెన్. ఇవన్నీ ఇంకా మళ్ళీ ఏం లాభం మనం బ్యాచ్ చెప్పి అని చూసుకోవాలి వాళ్ళు. రైట్. పుష్పాంజలి,
Hi, sir.
టెల్ మీ.
సార్ అది మీరు 3 డైమెన్షన్ చెప్పినప్పుడు లైక్ రోస్, కాలమ్స్ అలా చెప్పారు కదా సార్. సపోజ్ ఇప్పుడు 3 డైమెన్షనల్ చెప్పారు కదా సార్. 3 డైమెన్షనల్ డేటాకి ఎన్డి ఎర్రే అది. సార్ అది మీరు లైక్ రోస్, కాలమ్స్ అలా చెప్పారు కదా. సపోజ్ మనం ఏదైనా డేటా తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి సార్, లైక్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు టైం తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి సార్, అది కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారా సార్ తర్వాత?
మీరు ఇంతకుముందు ఇదే డౌట్స్ అడిగినారు అనుకుంటా. నేను చాలాసార్లు మీకు ఆన్సర్ చేశాను. మళ్ళీ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ స్టూడెంటా?
No, sir. I'm a researcher.
Maybe you are already there in the 7 o'clock. I hope so. You asked the same type of doubts earlier.
లేదు. నేను 6 o'clock సార్, ఈవినింగ్ 6 o'clock.
So are you there in the existing batch?
అవును సార్.
Then we will explain that.
అదే సార్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు 3 డైమెన్షన్ కి వచ్చాము కదా, అంతకు ముందు కూడా ఒకసారి గుర్తు చేస్తాను అన్నాను సార్. అందుకే
నేను చెప్తాను అన్ని, నేను చెప్తాను బికాజ్ ఐఎమ్ మోర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ. ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ మోర్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్. ఓకే.
అలాగే సార్. అలాగే.
మీరు చాలాసార్లు అడిగారు అదే, నేను చెప్పాను ఇంతకుముందు, మళ్ళీ నేను చెప్తానని మళ్ళీ అదే అడుగుతున్నారు. ఐ టెల్ యూ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్.
అలాగే సార్.
ప్రియదర్శిని.
Hello.
Priyadarshini.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible. No?
Sir, actually, I have doubt on that dimension. Like, in which places we are getting the value of dimension 0 and 1?
Explain, Namma. Because if any type of object is not providing the index, Python level index is not providing, that time it is the dimension is called 0.
Okay.
Shape is empty.
Okay. And
that
for
time
one,
you will get it.
And for 1?
That's what. Size is called 1. That entire element will be taken as one element only.
Dimension 1.
Dimension is going to be containing any type of Python traditional object contains indexes. 0 index, first index, second index, like that. That time you will get a 1 index. Flattening the list values concerned, you will get dimension 1. If it is having rows and columns format, you will get dimension 2.
Okay.
If it is having number of matrices, number of rows and columns, that time you will get it what? 3 dimension.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
Right. Okay, students. Now, so Meher, I already said tuple in tuple, which is called 2 dimension. 2 dimension. Tuple in tuple, I already shown in the class. 2 dimension. Links are not working. Links are not working. వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన లింక్స్ పనిచేయట్లేదండి. మీరు చెప్పండి, ఆయన చూడాలి కదా, ఆయన లేదాయన. అదే లింక్స్ నాట్ వర్కింగ్ అని చూసింటాడో లేదో మరి, ఉంది కదా అక్కడ. లింక్స్ నాట్ వర్కింగ్ అని చెప్తున్నారు వాళ్ళు. ఇది ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా, ఆయన చూడాలి మరి ఇప్పుడు. రైట్. ఎస్ఆర్ నాట్ వర్కింగ్ అని చెప్తుంది. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, టేక్ కేర్. అండ్ Prem, you take care. Links are not working, they are saying. They are saying links are not working. Prem, are you there in the online? Prem, are you there in the online? Prem, are you there in the online? Right, students, take care. Tomorrow class, we'll meet in the class.